Greetings, it's 2K Sports bringing you live coverage of the NBA. This is our Sunday night broadcast. Hi everyone, I'm Brian Anderson along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our distinguished analyst, Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Let's take a look at our starters for the Golden State Warriors. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Moses Moody out there with Butler, and it's Green in at the 5 spot. And for Houston, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dillon Brooks is out there with Amin Thompson, and it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do. I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Brooks, the pass to Green. Thompson outside. There's the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Outside Moody. Pass to Green. Curry looking it over. 5 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. Oh, it's blocked by Green.
Wow, gritty defense from Draymond, showing how tough it is, and great timing on the rejection.
It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Curry passes to Green. Back to Curry. Thompson pulls it in.
The defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny. When stay out of the way!
Wow!
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Outside Butler from behind the arc. And the Warriors miss again.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Curry passes to Green. Butler against Brooks. Outside Curry. Drills it from deep.
Well, the moment that ball went through on the other end, you could see Steph wanting the ball back, and of course he did it. That's the answer.
One thing this Golden State team does very well is control the offensive glass, Brent.
Well, there's been a lot of talk analytically, BA, about how advantageous it is to come in and swoop through to grab offensive rebounds. Golden State has bought into that philosophy. They also have guys who take a lot of long shots, so that's long rebounds with a better chance of gaining an extra possession. So some smart analytical play here from Golden State in the past couple seasons. I just don't think they want him taking that kind of shot. Again, his teammates are just laughing, shaking their heads there on the bench.
Thompson with it. Green picks him up. Outside for Green. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Curry against Van Vliet. There's Podziemski. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Van Vliet. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Green.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Butler. They get it back. Here's Green. Outside Podziemski. 6 on the shot clock. Green with a screen on Green. The three. It's hauled in by Houston. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute, and we spoke about how he plans to deal with the three-point king, Stephen Curry. He said the biggest challenge, honestly, it's not the shooting, it's the playmaking. Steph is an incredible passer, so you can't double-team him. He'll find the open man. As always, it's not easy facing Steph. Brian?
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Podziemski. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
This is Green at his best. Electric off the bounce and a great finisher.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Curry. Money on the 19-footer. Curry's got 5 now.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Now here's Van Vliet. 5 points in the game. Şengün, a screen on Curry to the paint. It's stolen by Green. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, out in transition, Jimmy Butler scanning the court, found an angle, and does some damage.
It's Thompson, high post. Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Green. Pass to Moody. It's Podziemski on the wing. Green covering. On the wing, Curry. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Give him 8 points now.
Now Curry doing it again, one of the quickest releases we've ever seen.
Curry against Van Vliet. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
First one falls for him. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
And Houston making a change here. Smith's checked in. Both free throws, good from Van Vliet. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
Post shot, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Şengün. And they recover it. Pass to Thompson. Outside, Green. Houston with another miss. The Warriors trailing. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
The defenders are trying to keep pace with Jimmy Butler, but there's enough space for him to spot the rim and knock it down.
Now here's Smith. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And the Rockets lead by 3.
You remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Pass to Green, 3-pointer, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
How about that answer from Draymond Green? You don't think the competitor in him wants to step up and answer the call? He did it there.
Now here's Van Vliet. 7 points in the game. Smith no good. Butler passes to Curry. Outside heel. The three is up. The Rockets pull it in. Smith left side, driving to the basket.
This kid can fly. Smith with unbelievable hops.
The Warriors shooting an impressive 47%. Curry passes to Hield. Back to Curry. Here's Post, defended by Şengün. Pass to Butler. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Green.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And it's a big finish right on Draymond Green. Oh, my goodness.
When you can put a defender on skates like Green can, you know your moves are pretty good.
Now here's Curry. Give him 8 points now. And the Warriors miss again. Smith left side. Van Vliet left side. And they pick up 2. Van Vliet's got 9.
Well, Van Vliet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
Green against Hield. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Steven Adams checked in for Alperen Şengün. Eason comes in for Thompson. Whitmore's checked in for Green. And it's Shepard in for Fred VanVleet. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. Payton comes in for Butler. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Adams. And here's Whitmore. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Hield. Warriors trail by 3. Now Jackson Davis. Covered by Smith. Out of bounds. It'll be Rockets ball. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Post. The Warriors shooting 45% from the field in this first. Jackson Davis misses.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Now here's Eason. No made baskets yet. And another miss by Houston. Outside Hield. And he jams it home with authority.
Well, nice to see Hield on the runway right there, taking flight.
Outside Whitmore. 55 seconds left in the opening quarter. The 3, Smith knocks down the triple. Smith's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Pass to Post. Here's Jackson Davis. Misses the 3. Houston leading by 4. To the inside. Ooh, and Adams Adams, strong finish.
Well, that frame and strength, I think, sometimes will scare guys off. He gets right to the rim.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Up top, Curry. It's hauled in by Houston. Pulls it. And it's Shepherd missing. Fred VanVleet has been on display for the Rockets, hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Rockets. Guys?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Warriors trail by 6. Green is the 2 with Brooks at the 3. Steven Adams out there with Jabari Smith. And it's Shepherd in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Butler, good.
So many intriguing parts to Jimmy Butler's game, including that delicate floater.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Ryan, the Warriors play a unique style predicated on passing and cutting off the ball. Stephen Curry said the main goal is to just force the defense to make as many decisions as you can. So with all that ball movement and body movement, they're going to mess up at some point. Brian?
Well, it helps having a weapon like Stephen Curry. Thanks, Allie. And the technical free throw is good. All right, Grant, which U.S.-born player do you think has the best chance to supplant LeBron as the face of the league?
Oh, man, you're putting me on the spot, B.A. Well, the conversation has to be between Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, and Anthony Edwards. They're the best young talent that the U.S. has to offer, and they're only getting better.
Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Butler soars in to cap off the break.
A guy like Butler will do whatever he has to find points. He always makes the effort out there on the floor.
Thompson outside. Back to Brooks. Jacks up a 3. He's off on that one.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Butler passes to Payton. Butler right to the heart.
Jimmy B doing his work there, challenging in the lane.
Houston in the lead. Outside, Green. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. On the wing, Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. VanVleet misses. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler is in the zone, and he keeps finding shots.
Here's Green. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Thompson. He shoots a 3. And another miss by Houston. The Warriors have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start of the second. Butler with the ball. Guarded by Smith. Podziemski. Off the mark there with a 3. Houston has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Smith passes to Thompson. Launches it. Hits the trifecta. Thompson's got 7 points.
And this is big for Thompson's confidence. He needs to keep hitting from downtown.
Green with a screen on VanVleet. Pass to Hield. To the middle. And Butler the bucket on the assist by Hield. Butler's got 10 points now just in this quarter. Here's VanVleet. He's got 9. Thompson outside. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. VanVleet misses. The Warriors have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. What a rookie year for Brandon Podziemski. A seamless transition into the league.
You talk about a guy who could come in and contribute right away. I remember the stretch last year. He had 3 straight games with double-doubles without a turnover. And that's some heady play for a rookie. Podziemski, he's got a great calmness and a great demeanor about him, but always willing to make the next play.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Şengün checked in for Houston. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Butler against Brooks. And Butler is there for the flush.
Jimmy's such a well-conditioned athlete, using that vertical he has to get up and throw it down.
Now Van Vliet. He's got 9. Here's Thompson. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Thompson's got 9.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And the basket by Hield.
Still the strongest part of Buddy Hield's game. He is a lethal shooter. What a perfect stroke that was.
Here's Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Green with a block. Hield drives in, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And the ability to drive and get to the rim is one of the reasons why Buddy Hield rarely has an off night. Even if his shot isn't going in, he can take it to the rack to find some points.
Now here's Green. Give him.
Oh man, just
gets
passing
it
you
down.
down. Nice.
That's spectacular.
I'll tell you what, I mean, he is a creative, explosive finisher at the rim. Green loves putting on a show.
And here's Butler outside. And the Warriors with another 3.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
And it's hammered home by Green.
And what fire from Green under pressure. Basically, he ignores the foul and gets his shot.
All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Their activity on the defensive end has been fantastic here tonight. They've had deflections, they've ended up with steals, and that's just getting them out on the break and speeding them up.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Outside Hield from the arc. Rebounded by Green.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, and the jam by Thompson.
And man, does Thompson glide down the court with ease. Outstanding at finishing in transition.
And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Guys, thanks. Well, Jimmy Butler is in the 5th stop of his NBA career. He'd been in a standoff with the Heat. As they hesitated to extend him at the number he desired, he knew there's going to be someone willing to pay up. And guys, I'm very interested to see how Butler fits in his new opportunity.
Yeah, we'll continue to track that story. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Jimmy Butler and his energy is something that is infectious for his team. He gets his squad so energized to work through the toughest moments of the game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Stephen Curry, he's checked in for the Warriors. Moody passes to Looney. Three-pointer. Curry, no good.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Inside, gets stolen by Hield. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
Outside, Green. Şengün, the screen. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. Eason's checked in for Thompson. The Warriors lead by 3. Outside Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
And after putting it down, he dangles from the rim a little.
Man, that's borderline taunting right there, Grant. They're playing with a certain swagger right now. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. This will be his 3rd free throw of the game.
What's up?
And so he hits the technical free throw. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. On defense, the Warriors. 4-point game. Tate finds Eason. Green with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hield. Warriors with the rebound. Now here's Butler. The rebound by Shepard. Outside Tate. Pass to Eason. Looney grabs a miss. The Warriors lead by 4. Outside Curry. Now Looney. Hield on the wing. Looney, a screen on Green. Hield from outside. No luck on that one. Houston has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. It's Eason with the jam.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Outside Butler. Back to Curry. Curry from inside.
Curry's so good at working the angles inside, just adapting to the situation.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Steven Adams checked in for the Rockets. Golden State on D. They lead by 4. Eason, the pass to Adams. Pass to Green. Over Hield. And there's Green on the assist by Adams. Green's got 15.
Scoring is Jalen Green's top skill. I mean, he can pile up the points in a hurry.
You know, not too many teams have the stability at head coach as the Warriors have had, Brent.
Well, I'm not sure there's ever been a more perfect fit for a team than Steve Kerr with the Golden State Warriors. It has been a magical run in the Bay Area, and you just look at the type of connectivity he has with his players, and again, how much joy these Warriors play with.
And it's hammered home. home by Green.
I love it. What concentration. Green taking the contact well and converting with confidence.
Outside heel. Jackson Davis, a screen. To the paint. Pass to post. Outside Moody. Heel to the ball. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 is up. Eason pulls it in. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Shepherd. Outside, Green. The offensive rebound. Second chance effort. It's Tate on the wing from outside the arc. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
The defender doesn't overdo it and risk a foul, but he definitely impacts the release.
Down low. Here's post. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Now here's Adams. Pass to Green. Hield comes with a double. Outside, Green puts up a 3. Green's feeling it at the arc.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot, and it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Curry passes to Moody. Now here's Hield. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Green. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Shepherd. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
A surprising athlete. Shepherd's just 6'3", but he can get up there and stuff it.
Hield against Green. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And here we go. The Rockets in transition. Here's the floater. And Eason with the layup. Eason's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, we all know he's a good scorer, but Green also facilitates very well.
And here's Curry for 3. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Rockets on top, up by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. It has been one outstanding game from Jimmy Butler.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, if we were grading playmaking today, it's an A+ from him.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. So on the floor for Golden State, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Jimmy Butler out there with Green. And it's Moody in at the 3 slot.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
And so it's Van Vliet with it. He brings it up for the Rockets. Pass to Şengün. Brooks outside. Outside, Green. They get it back. Here's Şengün. And that one's good. Şengün's gotten his first bucket of the night.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up.
The Warriors trailing. Outside Butler. Fires the 3. Oh, Butler with the confidence from the perimeter.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders beware.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Thompson's shot is off. Here's Golden State. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that you shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league.
All right, let's get a report from Ali.
Well, similarities in the games of Alperen Şengün and Nikola Jokic. A couple years back, Jokic suggested that Houston run their offense more through him, and they have. Jokic said that's going to benefit the whole organization. He wants to pass and play for the team. They'll move when the ball is in his hands. Brian?
Well, Jokic would know. Thanks, Ali. Now here's Podziemski. On the wing, Curry from downtown. The shot that time not on target. For Houston, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Brooks, the pass to Green. Butler against Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Just 4 to shoot. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Van Vliet misses. Golden State is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Curry passes to Butler. Outside Moody. And here's Butler. 4-3. Drains the triple. Butler's got 32 points in the game.
Nice to see Butler drain the 3 ball. This really opens up the rest of his game.
On the wing, Thompson. Moody defends. Here's Van Vliet. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
He did a lot of damage at the free throw line in their last game.
And so it's Golden State with it. Outside Moody, knocked loose. Thompson with a steal. Here's Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Outside Moody. Left side Butler. Let's go with a 3. Brooks with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Offensive rebound. And it's good. 2 points. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Outside Podziemski. Curry passes to Green. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
That free throw, no good. And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career. And the fire that Draymond Green plays with, I think, is the most admirable quality. Knows how to get himself and his teammates going throughout the course of a long, grinding 82-game season.
Thompson's shot is off.
You can't ask for a cleaner look than that. He just couldn't deliver.
Outside Curry. Back to Green. Here's Podziemski. Goes back up. Brooks with the rebound. Brooks has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Green. Now Thompson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Podziemski grabs the board. Here's Green. Oh, Green dropping the hammer.
For all the things that Draymond does, when he gets dunks, it makes him even more excitable.
Green, the pass to Thompson. Here's Brooks. Here's the three. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
Now here's Butler. 32 points in the game for him. To the inside, Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And the Rockets with possession here, following the score by Golden State. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Curry. Podziemski with it. Clock at 6. For the lead. Knocks it down from distance. Podziemski's got 5. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
Şengün with it. Outside, Green. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Santos pulls it in.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from the outside, and they could not have played him better.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Van Vliet. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. Brooks from outside. Rebounded by Green. Green's got 9 rebounds now. Curry against Thompson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now it's a 5-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Draymond Green. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
What a performance from beyond the arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
Well, another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked them down.
Golden State has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. And here's Hield. He's got 13. The 3 doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries. Out to the wing. Here's Şengün. No good on the 3. The Warriors have gotten 8 of 14 attempts to go in the second half so far. Now Curry. 14 points for him. Outside Hield. For 3. The rebound by Shepherd. The Rockets trail. Inside. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, what an athlete Smith is. Excellent at rising up to punch it home.
And the Warriors shooting about 53% on the third. A very good number. Here's Curry. Jackson Davis a screen. Curry, no good.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. And they take the lead. Şengün's got 9 points in the quarter.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
Outside Hield. And here's Curry for 3. Oh, Curry! A sick triple!
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
Outside Whitmore. Pass to Shepherd. Shoots over Curry. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds now. Outside, Green. And he's going for the oop here. Throw it down on the lob.
Pretty sweet right there. Draymond Green, of course, being unselfish and looking to involve his teammates.
Smith with a screen on Hield. And here's Shepherd for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Pass to Hield. Into the lane. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Tari Eason, and this is his second attempt at the line tonight. Houston making some changes. Adams comes in for Alperen Şengün, and Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepherd. Payton's checked in for the Warriors.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
Curry against VanVleet. Pass to Adams. Outside Eason. Over Payton. Eason, good. Eason's got 6 points. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Outside Curry. Hield against Smith. It's deflected.
And putting his length to good work. Smith gets aggressive and finds the block.
VanVleet on the wing. Back to Smith from deep. And it's Stephen Curry with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
Yeah, I think in his mind he knew the contact was coming, focused, stayed in control, and got it.
Brent, you could hit the 3 back in your day, and no doubt Stephen Curry is the best three-point shooter in league history. What makes him so good from deep?
To me, BA, it comes down to the way that Steph goes about his habits in practice. If you ever watch footage of him in pregame warm-ups or in the offseason, there is so much variability in what he does in terms of preparing his feet and hands to shoot the basketball. There's no one that practices the way that Steph does, and there's no one that produces the way that he does either.
Now here's Whitmore. He's scoreless. Smith with a screen on Hield. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Hield finds Curry. Pass to Green. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Whitmore goes in. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Yes, slashing toward the hoop. Whitmore not hesitating when he sees an opportunity.
Now here's Hield. Whitmore defending. Now here's Hield. 16 points for him. Curry's shot is off. Smith against Green. Back to Whitmore. Adams with a screen on Hield. Here's Whitmore outside. And the three-pointer goes. Whitmore's got 7 points for the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
It's a tie game here in Houston. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
And that's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Thompson, and it's Smith in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Three-pointer, Brooks. The rebound by Post. Now the Warriors with it. Here's Butler. Butler punches it home.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Brooks outside. Pass to Smith. Back to Brooks. To take the lead. 6 to shoot. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Warriors leading. Here's Butler. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Brooks with it. Butler covering. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Jimmy Butler.
Such a tenacious competitor. When Brooks looks to score inside, he is so skilled at finding ways to draw contact.
And the first one at the line is good. And Brooks drops them both.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Hield. Moody from outside. Ooh, the smooth 3 from Moody.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Pass to Thompson. Outside for Brooks. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists tonight.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
Now here's Podziemski. Moody from outside. Rockets with a rebound. Smith's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here's Green from the arc. It's rebounded by Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Hield against Green. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Now here's Van Vliet. To the inside. Thompson's shot is off.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
Oh, nice feed. On time and on target.
And Houston has possession. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Pass to Green. Back to Brooks. Takes a 3. They get it again. Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
I mean, the motor this kid has is unmatched. Smith goes up with a purpose.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Alperen Şengün's checked in for Smith. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And so it's Golden State with it. The lead is 2. Oh, got that one up quick. Butler's got 38 points.
Now, if Butler can't get into the paint, he's got some offensive options. He has the touch from the mid-range.
Brooks finds Green. Thompson outside. Three-pointer, Brooks. Here's Green.
That is what I'm talking about.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. And it's Butler with the jam.
Defense just clearing out there as Butler on the drive, playing very physical with the ball.
Green with the ball. Şengün, a screen on Hield. Inside. And Şengün throw it down.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's Butler. Pass to Moody. Thompson with the block.
Decent reach and solid instincts, allowing Thompson to get a hand on it. Not an easy rebound at all. But when you win that kind of battle, it gets your blood pumping.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Hield on the wing. Over Green. And it's Hield missing.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Now here's Van Vliet. Another one falls for Houston.
Keeping the game simple. Van Vliet just working the defense and taking what he sees there.
Pass to Podziemski. The 3-ball. Sinks it from distance. And the Warriors lead by 3.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Brooks outside. On the wing, Green. Back to Brooks. Now here's Thompson. Moody defends. Three-pointer, Brooks. The rebound by Moody. Moody's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Butler with the ball. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Wow!
That's a little something special from Jimmy Butler there. Serious elevation.
Thompson outside. Fires the 3. That one's good from Green. And the assist by Thompson. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
Brooks against Butler. Brooks, the pass to Thompson. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside Moody. Hield with the ball. Green picks him up. Outside Podziemski. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Houston. Here's Şengün. Off target from outside. The Warriors lead by 4. Pass to Podziemski. And here's Jackson Davis, defended by Şengün. Now here's Podziemski. Tight defense on him. Over Van Vliet. Rebound by Van Vliet.
Well, he usually knocks those shots down with ease. Defense got very fortunate there as they gave him way too much room to get that one off.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Moody. Outside Podziemski. Down low. Here's Hield. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Green's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Şengün, covered by Jackson Davis. Şengün in the post. Jackson Davis on him. Count the basket and the foul! Trace Jackson Davis picks one up.
In a tight one like this, you have to trust in his ability.
And the Warriors make some changes. Green's checked in for Jackson Davis, and it's Curry in for Hield. And that one drops, so now they lead by 1. Golden State has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Outside Moody. Pass to Podziemski. The 3. Moody misses.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now here's Podziemski. There's the 3. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Brooks. Shoots over Curry. And too long on the shot.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
3-pointer. Rockets with a rebound. Van Vliet's got 4 rebounds now. On the wing, Thompson. Outside, Green. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 7 assists in the game. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Smith's checked in. Here's Curry. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. Here's Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
And looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Now here's Curry. Outside for Butler. Sinks the tray. Butler's got 47 points.
Man, no question. Jimmy Butler all the way.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Thompson finds Green. Back to Thompson. Pass to Green. Takes the 3. And they get it back. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
This guy has been wreaking havoc out there the last couple games.
You saw it by that putback there. He's just completely locked in. We're getting full contributions from him right now.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
We've got 1:28 left to play in the 4th. Here's Van Vliet. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
And another difference maker that we could point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there, they've had active hands, they've been in great position, and they've been smart attacking the offensive glass. I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more 3-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
Now here's Şengün. Here's Green. And then jammed it down as he goes right over Jimmy Butler.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Rockets.
They had to fight for this one. With the game hanging in the balance a couple of times, they've made winning plays, Grant.
It's all about having a strong mentality. What's interesting is that any time momentum turned against them, instead of folding, they responded with their own attack.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jalen Green.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates. and the wrecking ball on both ends.
Here's Curry after the basket by Houston. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Smith passes to Van Vliet. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Green. And so it's Houston winning this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Moses Moody is out there with Butler. And it's Green in at the 5 down low. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Moody finds Butler, goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Van Vliet against Curry. Back to Van Vliet. High arcing shot. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Butler against Brooks. Outside Curry. Off target at the rim.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brooks. Out to Thompson. Lets the three fly. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Here's Golden State. Green inside the three-point line. Good, and Butler gets the assist.
Yeah, Green knows he has to act fast, so he wastes no time finding the shot.
Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Şengün with a screen on Curry. Here's Van Vliet. Green with the block. Back to Curry. Back to Moody. Goes back up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Podziemski's shot is good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Van Vliet outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Thompson sets the pick for Green. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. The Warriors leading. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Here's Van Vliet. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Brooks finds Van Vliet. Şengün against Green. Beyond the arc. And Curry pulls it down. Warriors leading by 4. And botches the dunk. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Six on the shot clock. That doesn't go either for Green. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. With the floater, and it's Curry laying it in.
Got the defender on his heels right there, and Curry capitalized. What a finish.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. Rockets trail by 6. Thompson outside. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Brooks against Butler. Pass to Curry. Green with a screen on Van Vliet. Curry outside. Brooks grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 5.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Amon will blow right by you.
Up top, Podziemski. Guarded by Green. It's Curry outside, and the 3-ball is good. 5 points in the game.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Brooks. Still scoreless. And another 3 for Houston.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. From the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Now here's Van Vliet. And it's Brooks at the elbow. Pass to Thompson. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Green. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
I love seeing Green capitalize from that mid-range. These shots help get him into a groove.
Curry passes to Green. Butler against Brooks. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, when you're not locked in on defense, they will make you pay with an easy finish there.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Rockets trail. Pass to Şengün. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And the slam by Moody.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now, here's Green. Here's the 3. Thompson dishes to Brooks. Back to Thompson. Outside, Green. There's the drive, and it's Green slamming it down.
If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
You talk about reputations, RJ. Few have one like Dylan Brooks.
I'll give it to this man. He is fearless. He doesn't care if it's Steph, LeBron, his mom, whoever. Dylan is trying to get in their heads. You want guys like that on your side.
And Brooks gets it to go. Brooks has got 5 now.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Green with a screen on Van Vliet. And a deep 3 from Curry. Thompson with the rebound. Houston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Brooks kicks to Thompson. Outside, Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Again, the miss by Green. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Curry. They double-team Curry. Back to Podziemski. Green with a screen on Green. Clock at 6. Shot by Podziemski, no good. And so here is Houston. They trail by 1. And there's the call on Amen Thompson. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. So for the Rockets, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Brooks. And Shepard subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Outside Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Back to Butler. Shot on the wing. Rebound by Smith.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Hield.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but, boy, he sure muscled that one in.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again. A darn good free throw shooter. Smith doesn't seem to have a weak spot coming into the league.
Pass to Butler. Stolen by Thompson. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And finished off by Shepard.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Thompson against Butler. Now Hield. Golden State moving it around. Jackson Davis finds Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Smith the pass to Shepard. The 3. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 4. Inside. Here's Jackson Davis. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Screen by Smith. Here's Shepard. Offline with his 3. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Drops in the tray.
Elite from three-point land. Buddy Hield, whenever he lets it fly, you think it's going in.
Pass to Adams. Out to the wing. Puts the move on. And a beautiful finish by Shepard. Shepard's got his second bucket of the night. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Butler. He's covered by Thompson. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. The Rockets shooting pretty efficiently out there. It isn't 48% in the first quarter. Shepard the pass to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Curry. A 3-ball. Rockets with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Adams the pass to Shepard. Shakes him. A shot off that time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
The Warriors trailing. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Draymond Green is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward spot. Here's Shepherd. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Şengün with a screen on Hield. Shepherd. It's good from long range. Shepherd's got 7 points in the game.
Lethal from deep. Shepherd will hurt you from there.
Curry passes to Green. And it's blocked by Şengün. Here's Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Hield, and then Hield with the dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Van Vliet with the bucket. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 4 now for the Rockets.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
And it's Green with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Van Vliet against Curry. Now here's Van Vliet, guarded closely. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Looney's checked in. Now here's Hield. He's got 5. Pass to Looney. Back to Hield. 6 to shoot. For the 3. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Smith finds VanVleet. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Looney, and that one is stuffed right through.
As team first as anyone in this league, Green is always looking to dish.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Easton passes to Smith. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
Let me tell you this, if you got a vertical leap of 40 inches like Green, you're just going to be able to glide to the rim like that.
Pass to Moody. Here's Hield. Green with a screen on Green. Here's Hield. Green with the rebound. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Now Smith, headed by Green. The shot's good from Smith.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
Curry gets to Green. They set the pick. This one for 3. Rebound by Smith. Houston leading by 4. Green with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Green missing. Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. They double-team Curry. Moody the pass to Looney. Hield against Smith. And Buddy Hield gets the 3. Hield's got 5 points now this quarter.
The corner is the shortest 3 by distance, so for someone like Hield, that is easy money.
Smith sets the pick for Van Vliet. Shoots from the corner. And it's good off the back rim and in. Van Vliet's got his third basket of the night right there. And Van Vliet, not the same scorer he once was, Richard, but he has improved his playmaking.
And that's the adjustment that Van Vliet needed to make. The scoring doesn't always have to be there for him. But if he can set up, facilitate, and be a game manager, he'll find a large role.
And Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And he's got his first chance at the line here. Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dillon Brooks, he's checked in for Jabari Smith. And it's Jae'Sean Tate in for Tari Eason. Payton, he's checked in for Golden State. Podziemski's coming in for Stephen Curry. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. But we're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you've played every team, you understand the defensive concepts. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
And the Warriors making a change here. Santos is checked in. Warriors trail by 6. Now Podziemski. Hield outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hield's got 8 here in the quarter.
You should be looking for Hield. What a great pass.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's defended by Podziemski. Brooks, the pass to Van Vliet. Down low. Looney with it. Now defended by Şengün. Payton against Tate. Pass to Podziemski. Driving to the basket. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on Dillon Brooks. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
That one drops. He ties it up. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
Tate, no good. The Warriors have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. And here's Looney. Stolen by Van Vliet. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
Maybe they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Now, Looney, after Jalen Green's three-pointer that didn't go. Here's Tate. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Tate's only got it all tied up now for Houston.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Green against Hield. Takes a 3. Rockets with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Golden State's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Shot by Podziemski, no good. The Rockets have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. And Şengün throws it down.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Adams, he's checked in for the Rockets. Amen Thompson comes in for Tate. And the Warriors making a change here. Pass to Podziemski. Here's Post. Adams defending. Payton against Van Vliet. Hield from outside. The Rockets pull it in.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Van Vliet passes to Adams. On the wing, Green. Cans it from downtown. And now a 5-point Rocket lead.
And it's encouraging to watch Green knock down the triple. Needs to keep doing this.
Here's Podziemski. Covered by Van Vliet. Pass to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Santos. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Rockets leading by 5. Brooks outside. And Thompson kicks to Brooks. Adams down low. Payton's there. Adams' shot is off.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
There's the pick. Pass to Hield to end the run. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
They are riding Hield hard tonight, and he is responding. Climb on his back, big fellas.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Thompson. The Rockets with a new 14. Adams' shot is good.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Here's Podziemski. Covered by Van Vliet. Hield outside. 3-pointer. Rockets with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Pass to Thompson. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Post. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Santos. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson for the triple. Adams dishes to Thompson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Thompson's got the lead up to 6 now for Houston. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Pass to Post. To the paint. They kick out to Hield. Over Green. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 16 points.
Comes right off the pick and knocks it down. Great use of the screen by Hield.
Hield against Green. Thompson with it. And Thompson slams it home.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Podziemski with it. Covered by Van Vliet. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hield can't hit. Brooks outside. Here's Van Vliet. Misses in close. And so it's Houston with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Curry with it. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Dylan Brooks out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half.
How about the ferocity from Butler? Just exploding to the rim to take... Oh, my!
Nice finish.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Butler in the corner. Outside Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Curry's got 10 points.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Shoots from 12. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries. Warriors trail by 5. Pass to Curry. The Rockets pull it in. Sengun's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brooks the pass to Van Vliet. Inside. It's stolen. And here we go. It's Butler. And Butler running the floor.
Yeah, and Butler is a menace to the defense, partner. I don't think that was a Petty or a Manny. That was a facial.
Pass to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Stolen by Van Vliet. And here's the break. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And that's 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Houston lead.
And terrific hustle from Van Vliet in transition, getting up court fast to finish the fast break.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success. And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Podziemski finds Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Will it go? Shot by Podziemski, no good.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Brooks. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Well, their pass it to Green. And Green slams it in.
Look at how effectively Green uses his body, disrupting the defense with the screen and making some room for himself.
Van Vliet looking around. Şengün with a screen on Curry. To the inside. It's stolen by Green. They push it up 4-on-3. Launches a three. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Stephen Curry.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
Thompson outside. It's stolen. Here's Moody. And the slam by Moody.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And the shot goes in. Now just a 3-point Houston lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
You love how physical Green is willing to get, enduring the foul and finding the bottom of the bucket.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Warriors.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And you can't ignore their passing. All game long, they've done a great job of just delivering the ball in rhythm right where it needs to be.
And it's tied up with that one. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Shepard with the ball. Curry meets him.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot for him.
Ooh, what a slam!
Oh, my.
What a slam!
Gracious.
A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Hields checked in for the Warriors. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
And both free throws good for Curry. RJ, with how well Curry continues to play, I'm not sure his three-point record will ever be broken.
It's going to be tough to do. But even if it does, I think Steph will still be regarded as the best shooter we have ever seen, simply because how he changed the game.
And he recovers it. And it's Whitmore missing. Warriors leading by 4. Curry finds Jackson Davis. Back to Curry. Green with a screen on Smith. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Pass to Eason. Now Shepherd. Can they get it? Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound. Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Hield from outside. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Whitmore. Covered by Hield. Now Shepherd. He has 7. Shot clock at 5. Thompson misses. The Warriors leading. At the elbow, Green. Back to Hield. And then jammed down as he goes right over him, and Thompson.
And that kind of finish has to feel good. Hield showing some power right there.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Steven Adams is checked in for Amen Thompson. And the Warriors making a change here. And here are the Rockets now. 6-point game. And Whitmore throws it down.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the Warriors.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Whitmore, no good on that one. So RJ, the Rockets last year, they were exactly at 500. 41 up and 41 down.
Still, they missed the play-in by 5 games. In the East, they easily are in. That just tells you how difficult a rebuild in the Western Conference is. And Houston is up against it.
And that one's good, Whitmore.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Butler against Eason. Outside Curry. Butler sets a screen for Curry. Back to Butler. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
When it comes to players who like having fun, great Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Great Kentucky native Reed Shepherd followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail. Well, Reed Sheppard's shooting consistency and on-court smarts give him a strong foundation as a player, but adapting to the league is never easy. It takes time and a lot of work.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. To the middle, intercepted. Here's Post. Whitmore defending. Here's Butler. Butler drives it in and dunks it home.
And he's never been shy about asserting his dominance. This is classic Jimmy Butler play so far.
Smith with a screen on Curry. From past the arc. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Smith.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Butler feeling it out a bit. Here's the screen. Butler missing again. And Adams has got the ball here for Houston. To the paint. Trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Whitmore from outside off the mark. Warriors leading by 6. Here's Curry. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Pass to Sheppard. Launches it. Warriors with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
To the inside. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Houston making some changes. Jay Shante comes in for Steven Adams. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Sheppard. Tipped away. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
1:27 left in the third quarter. Again, Curry missing.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Easton passes to Tate. VanVleet outside. Eason down low. Guarded by Curry. 4 on the clock. Nice shot by Smith.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Curry kicks the butt. They set the pick. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Houston. Pass to Whitmore. .35 seconds left in the third quarter. Smith with a wide open look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. VanVleet against Butler. Hard earned by Butler.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight coverage.
VanVleet against Curry. Here's VanVleet. This one for 3. He doesn't hit that one. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Golden State Warriors. They've leaned on him for offense, and he hasn't let them down. He's now up to 23 points today. We come back right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, some kind of shooting in the backcourt for them. It's Curry and Hield. Jimmy Butler is out there with Gary Payton II. And it's Green in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Green. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Off target with his three. Warriors leading by 5. Here's Butler. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Butler's got 25 points in the game.
And watch out when Butler gets going on offense. He's fantastic at shooting once he gets in a rhythm.
Pass to Green. Here's the three. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Thompson. It's rebounded by Payton. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Thompson outside. They need this, and the shot is good. He's got 19.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got the lead up to 12 now for the Warriors.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
The Warriors have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. The Rockets have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Nice shot by Brooks.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
Butler kicks to Curry. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Butler hammering it home.
And everything Butler does, he does with a bang, including those 2 points.
Brooks outside. Back to Thompson. Inside. Here's Van Vliet. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Curry's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Buries it from 3-point range. Payton's got himself on the board with 3 there.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Brooks outside. Pass to Şengün. And here is Green. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Şengün against Curry.
I'm open right here.
Down low.
Come get it, come get it.
3-pointer, Payton. It's rebounded by Houston. Van Vliet's got his 5th rebound in this one. Looking to end his cold spell. Chalk up 2 there. And it's Golden State's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
the D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Şengün with a screen on Curry. Van Vliet against Curry. And it's Curry with the rebound. Curry's got his 6th rebound on the night. There's Green with the 3. Brooks grabs the board.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
That one drops for him.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
Curry against Van Vliet. Now here's Butler. D right on him. And it's in there. Butler's got 6 points in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
Count that one from Van Vliet.
And you have to appreciate the confidence. Van Vliet wastes no time shooting the rock when he is in that groove.
Outside for Curry. Butler, a screen on Van Vliet. They double-team Curry. 3-pointer, Butler. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Van Vliet's got 7 rebounds in the game. Thompson dishes to Brooks. Curry against Van Vliet. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Curry. Brooks grabs the board. Rockets trail by 13. Thompson with it. Now Payton defending. Brooks from outside. The rebound by Hield. Hield's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Butler. Payton outside. Over Thompson. And Payton gets it to go on the assist by Curry. And the Warriors lead by 15. And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Houston. Now here's Brooks. Back to Van Vliet. Şengün with the screen for Van Vliet. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
From deep, Green. Thompson with the rebound. And for Houston, they're shooting only 35% in the 4th quarter. The offense looking a little rickety. Here's Brooks. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he plays with swagger. And when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Moody's checked in for Payton. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Hield.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Outside Butler. Pocket 6. Into the lane.
Signature move by Butler. He's a slasher by nature. Really goes hard to the cup.
Van Vliet against Curry. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Here's Butler. Aggressive play by Butler against the defense.
And how about the floater there from Butler? That shot is deadly. You just never know when he's going to use it.
For 3, Van Vliet. Draymond Green pulls it in. Warriors leading by 13. Pass to Curry. It's tipped. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. And Green slams it in.
Oh, explosive energy from Green off the steal. Running the floor like no one can stop him from getting to his shot.
Here's Moody. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got his 7th assist in the game.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Here's Van Vliet, and that one drops. 20 points for Fred Van Vliet.
Nice unselfish play by Green, taking the time to get another guy a better shot.
The Warriors shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Now here's Curry. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Van Vliet. And Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Warriors leading by 12. Curry deciding where to go with it. Pass to Butler. Here's Podziemski, guarded by Green. And he drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. One misses for Podziemski. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
And here is Butler. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the fourth. Outside, Green. And Green slams it in.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
Rockets trail by 14. Here's Van Vliet. The Warriors pull it in.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Warriors.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Butler.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And the basket by Curry.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
They double him with Butler. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Thompson passes to Brooks. Outside, Green. Just 5 on the clock. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shock.